Hello, hello. Happy birthday, E-Dub. Happy birthday to you. Oh man, what are you doing for your birthday today? With me, it's a damn Monday, and yeah, it's Monday. Oh man, I guess I'll turn the camera on. It's a hot ass day in Kansas City today. It's hot. It's hot as hell. Man, I don't even know if they talking about it's supposed to be in the mid 90s tonight. So I don't know if I can even do it. Had a blowout man. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about blowing. Probably. I don't know. It just depends on what the hell else is going on. It's like that when you have a family. Sometimes your birthday ends up being secondary. Oh man. So what's the word? What's the word? I've been missing for a little while. Had to go down to Atlanta for my grandma's birthday. And let me tell you something about Atlanta. I actually hate that city of Atlanta. It's not for me. It's not that it's too fast paced or anything like that. It's just it's it's just not for me. It's just something about it. I just don't like it down there, man. I don't like it at all. But okay, all that out the way. What's coming up that y'all are actually excited for in the wonderful world of boxing? What is everybody excited for? Y'all excited for Canelo and Charlo? I mean, you could be. I kind of am. I want to see if Canelo still got it. And there's rumblings through the grapevine that Bud about to start getting fucked over. But that's cool too. Shit happens. I'm like, I'm so glad that the football season is about to start back up, and I'm so glad that college football is starting back up, man. I'm so glad about it because we're about to enter into a lull period, a period where ain't nothing really going on. Speaking of football, who is the too early predictions? Who's going to the Super Bowl? Because there's a lot of hype around the Jets this year because they got Aaron. And I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all got to pump the brakes a little bit. Got to pump the brakes a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a situation where it's like Tom Brady going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because let's be for real. The NFC has never really been a power division or conference. It's never really been one. So Tom Brady going to the NFC completely changes the balance of power. That's real. But Aaron Rodgers coming to the AFC. I mean, bruh, it's a little bit different over here. A little bit different. I mean, you got Buffalo. You got to see them twice. You got Baltimore, who's still in there. No matter what you think about Lamar and all that different type of stuff, Baltimore's still a wild dog. Then you got Cincinnati. Hell, and people were saying that Denver's going to be better under Sean Payton. So, I mean, yeah. And then you got Miami, who he got to see twice. But do anybody really still believe in Tua after his head injuries and everything? That's yet to be seen. Who else is in the AFC? I mean, it's almost a pick your poison. It really is. And then, like, I'm not going to completely shit on the Chargers, even though I could. But the Chargers are a wild. wild dog and all this, but the Chargers will always charge her. And then you got New England. No matter what you think about New England, no matter what you think about Bill Belichick, New England has a way of just pissing people off. And that's a true statement. That it always happens. And then you got Kansas City. The Chiefs ain't nothing to sneeze at. And people are saying that this is the year that the Jets are going to make it to the Super Bowl. But do you guys know the Jets haven't been to the playoffs in 12 years? 12 years. That's a long time. My daughter wasn't even born. Let that sink in. I think Rex Ryan was their coach the last time they made the playoffs. And Rex Ryan has been out of the league for a very long time. Hell, what Mark Sanchez was their quarterback. Damn, that's a long time. A very, very long time. So I don't know what all this hype is for the Jets. Because like I said earlier, it's not the NFC. I don't think Aaron's just gonna be able to come in and do whatever the fuck he wanna do. I truly don't. If his best bet, if he wanted to go to a team and make an immediate impact, it probably would have been San Francisco. But hey, it's too late now. The Jets, they just not it. He should have just, I don't know, bro. It's easy for me to tell you what another man should have done or shouldn't have done, all that different type of jazz. That's easy. But putting the stuff into practice is another thing. I just don't think that the Jets, I don't think they're going to be a top 3 team. I just don't. I really don't think the Jets are going to be a top 3 team. But whatever. And then on the NFC side, the NFC is so damn wide the fuck open. Like, do anybody believe in the Los Angeles Rams anymore? Does anybody ever see them as a threat anymore? I mean, you're getting Matt Stafford back, I guess. Yay. You getting what? Aaron Donald coming back. Yay. Minnesota is Minnesota. And then the Cowboys. It's so much hype around the Cowboys. But see, that's something they got to stop. The Cowboys. The Cowboys always have all this damn hype around them every year. Every year. And you know what's perfect about it this year? This is the year that they could actually show something. This is the year that they can actually get in there and actually do some damage because there's no Tom Brady, there's no Aaron Rodgers. It's only San Francisco. That's the only team that the Cowboys have to worry about, really. And the Eagles. But is it going to be a situation with the Eagles where the Eagles are having a Super Bowl hangover, just making it there and just not making it back? We'll see. And then I don't know what to say about the Giants. The Giants are just, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And then the New Orleans Saints. The Saints will be decent. The Saints will be decent. They're not going to be a bum-ass team, I don't believe. They'll be a decent team. I see the Saints hovering around 500. I see the Saints being a wild card team. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Who else? The Cardinals. The Cardinals ain't going to be shit. Truly, the Cardinals ain't going to be shit. And Seahawks? They're whatever also. The Panthers, there's so much hype around their young quarterback. I doubt that he do anything. mean, shit. I'm guessing the NFL right now is just basically the AFC and everybody else. The dynamic of power has really shifted. Like, I'm starting to think, like, do these teams need all this just to beat Kansas City? My God. Dang. You need all of this extra stuff. You need top of the line head coach. Just draft better, man. That's it. Your system should be plug and play. That should be your system. But a lot of coaches don't have systems like that, to where it's just plug and play. And then, oh my God, the schedule release for the NBA. The NBA schedule, their big games, the holiday games, all that different type of shit, is really interesting. And yet again, the Charlotte Hornets do not have a Christmas Day game. What does the NBA have against the Charlotte Hornets? Because they'll put other bum ass teams on there. Hell, the New Orleans Pelicans have even played on Christmas, I believe. But you won't put the Hornets on. It seems weird. As far as this year for the NBA, they hate us. What you mean, E? Yo, you a Chiefs fan? It's easy. I don't know why they hate us. I don't know why they hate us. They just like they acting like Andy is this new coach, the Panthers and the Horn, bruh. Oh God, you a Panthers and a Hornets fan? I can see when y'all had Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues and shit like that, but damn, y'all got the ball. They should put y'all on Christmas at least once. Just once. Put a ball on Christmas. Tar Heels also. Now y'all in some trouble. I'm not even gonna lie. Tar Heels are in trouble. Y'all have a better chance of your football team making the playoffs than you do of your basketball program making the Final Four. Tar Heels have a lot of problems, and I can honestly say it's coaching. I'm not one to shit on a coach just because he's black or white or anything like that, but that man don't know what the hell he doing. Not with that franchise. Well, not that at school. He doesn't know what he's doing. The Tar Heels y'all have some things y'all got to work out. Just being fresh on the court with some latest J's and all that shit. Yeah, that looks good. But can you put the ball in the hole? And they have a problem with putting the ball in the hole. That has to be resolved. I don't know if it's recruitment. I don't know if it's the big lights. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but something got to give. Because college basketball is fun when the blue bloods are good. College basketball is fun when North Carolina, Kentucky, Duke, KU, Syracuse, schools like that. College basketball is fun when those schools are good. True enough, it's good to have your little Cinderellas and everything like that because it's good for ratings. But your blue bloods, you need them to be good. And speaking of that, how do y'all think that Bronny is going to fare at USC? Like, seriously, how do y'all think that Bronny is going to fare at USC? Because it's probably this isn't even a biased opinion because I'm not really a fan of His father, I'm not, but I can respect everything that his father has done in the NBA. I can. But when I just look at how Bronny plays, it's almost as if he's trying to mimic his father almost. And and let me say this, there's nothing wrong with being a good teammate. There's nothing wrong with being a good teammate at all. That gets you far. But how far can it make, like, is he going to be a star? Is his play gonna, you know, give the desired result of being a star? I don't know. It should, but will it? I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. MVPs. Who's going to be the MVP of the NFL this year? I don't think it's going to be Pat. I don't think so, because I think that what they're going to do, and this shit is almost like clockwork, they'll find somebody who's been a very surprising player. Well, let's just put it like this. It's a quarterback award now, which it shouldn't really be, but it's a quarterback award. And I think this year's, if he can stay healthy, I think the MVP will be Joe Burrow. Or if he gets his head out his ass, it'll be Josh Allen. Uh, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, though. Josh Allen really pisses me off as a quarterback, because when he plays, you see what he's doing. Especially when we play against Buffalo, he's always trying to out Patrick instead of playing his game. And I think that's what gets him into a lot of trouble, because even in playoff time, he tries to do it, but there's only one Patrick. And a lot of times he makes bonehead decisions. And to where it's even gotten Stephon not Gilmore, but Diggs, he's kind of ready to go. Stephon Diggs is kind of ready to go from Buffalo. He's tired of the losing. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Every player in the NFL should want to win. They should want to win where they're at. There's no doubt about that. But you should have the mindset, I want to win at all costs. And for the past 2 to 3 years, Buffalo has had the team. They've had the team. Like, even now they have the team. They got Von Miller. They got all these basically people who are going to be in the Hall of Fame. But it's not resulting into anything really. And that's a shame. It's a shame for them. It's almost as if Buffalo is cursed. It's almost as if Buffalo is cursed. And I think it's time for them to sell the team. Sell the team or get them a new stadium or something. I don't know. For the NFC side, as far as who could be the NFL MVP, I couldn't even tell you. I got CJ Stroud winning Rookie of the Year. I got I don't even know. I think just because of the attention and the light that he's going to have on him, I think Stephon Gilmore is going to win Defensive Player of the Year, because we all know the Cowboys are always on TV, so you're always going to see him. Um, Offensive Player of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year is. I got to go into Justin Jefferson. Offensive player of the year is going to Justin Jefferson. That's my pick. Justin Jefferson for offensive player of the year. Because Minnesota is going to have these new systems, and you could tell that they want to just throw the ball now. That's why they got rid of Dalvin Cook, which I think was a mistake because all running backs end up having a down year. And that's another thing. What the hell is the NFL trying to do to the running back? They're trying to make it seem like it's not a valued position. Like it's a position that just you can do without. And people are going to say, well, the Chiefs don't really run the ball. We have a running game. It is the screen game. The screen game is an extension of the running game. And that's what a lot of teams aren't really thinking. But also, it's a problem with that because a lot of running backs can't catch. A lot of running backs can't catch. A lot of running backs can't work in space. And another thing a lot of running backs can't do, a lot of running backs can't block. I think that's why there's such a sour taste in people's mouth when it comes to running back position. But the best way to fix that is to give them a prove it year. Give them a prove it year. Prove to me that you can block. Prove to me that you can catch out the backfield. Prove to me that you could work in space. It's getting to where people who are running backs in the NFL, in college and things like that, they're even changing their position to wide receiver. A lot of them are changing their position to wide receiver. And yeah, wide receiver is needed. It is. But how many wide receivers do you actually need before you just abandon the running game altogether? You have to be able to run. Your quarterback shouldn't be your number one rusher. And if you look at it statistically, over the past 5 or 6 years or so, running back attempts have gone up far as running, and the yardage per attempt are going up, while the NFL average for running back attempts are going down, and their average yards per attempt are going down. And it sucks to see that because there's a lot of good running backs out here. Like Josh Jacobs for the Raiders. I could give the Raiders some love too. He's a good guy. He's a good running back. You got Austin Eckler. And I don't want to throw in McCaffrey in that because he does all those things that I was saying that a running back should have to do to prove it. But I think the days of a Derrick Henry type running back are done. I think Derrick Henry is the last of a breed. And that's kind of sad. You can't make it's I get it. It's the evolution of the sport, and it's not the 90s anymore. It's not the 90s. A bell cow running back is not it. It's not it. You can't build your whole team around just the running back or the running back position because we've seen that it doesn't get you far because the thing that matters most in the NFL is wins. Not only that, just wins, but wins in the playoffs. Playoffs is where you earn your contracts. Playoffs is where you earn your reputation, honestly. And too many times, way too many times, teams who have a dominant running game a dominant running game don't win the Super Bowl or even make it now. Because if the only thing you can do is just run the football, we can focus on that. And then it's like, are your receivers better than our corners? Are they? And too many times that the answer has been no. Like I said, Tennessee, you have a subpar at best quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. And you have a wonderful back in Derrick Henry, who can't really catch out the backfield. He doesn't really have hands. Where has that gotten them? It's gotten them nowhere. It's gotten them absolutely fucking nowhere. Damn. So I don't think we'll ever see Eric Dickerson again. I don't think we'll ever see a Marcus Allen again. I don't think we'll ever really see a Bo Jackson again. I don't think we'll see a Barry Sanders again. I don't think we'll see a Priest Holmes, a Christian Okoye. We won't see a Jamal Lewis. We won't see running backs like that no more. You know what I'm saying? We won't. We won't. Damn, that's sad. That's really sad. Damn. But maybe it's for the better. Maybe it is. Because one thing I do know, in these high school ranks, these little Pop Warners and these little outside leagues where they play football and stuff like that, the running back position is still kind of king, and they're wearing these boys out. They're wearing these boys out. There's no reason for a high school football running back to have over 300 to 400 carries in a season. There's no reason for that. They're wearing these young men out before they even get the chance to play at the college level. And then when they make it to the college level, you can add another, 200 to 300 carries onto that. So by the time they get to the NFL level, they're almost spent. That's why running backs are only lasting 3 to 4 years. Like, look at Ezekiel Elliott. He hasn't been the same for the past, 4 years? Accumulation of carries. So I'm thinking, to fix the running back problem, you have to fix it all the way down to high school. You have to. Yes, we need to know if you can play the position. That's a must. But you have to fix it all the way down there. Because if not, what's the point of telling your child to play running back? What's the point? Like, seriously, what's the point? And then on the defensive side, it's almost laughable how the linebacker position has changed. Like, I love them to death. I love Patrick Willis. I love Ray Lewis. I love those traditional linebackers. Mike Singletary, D'Amico Ryan, Brian Urlacher. I love that. I love it. Derek Thomas. I love that stuff, man. Somebody that's out there laying the wood. You get what I'm saying? But if you look at the current climate of linebacker, not only do they have to defend the run, but they also have to be able to defend the pass. And tight ends aren't what they used to be. A lot of the tight ends now would have been considered wide receivers in the past. A big wide receiver. That's all the tight end position is. become now, and they're a lot faster, a lot more shiftier, and everything like that, and they can block. So I'm guessing the days of a Ray Lewis and all that different type of stuff are done because, like, we love him, but if you look at him in coverage, he wasn't good. He really wasn't. So now linebackers are the old safeties, the big physical safeties. That's the linebackers now. Perfect example of that is Parson down there in Dallas. This man is a corner, not a corner, but a safety. He's really a safety. True, he's a safety. Nobody can tell me anything different. He's a safety, but he even still gets burned in coverage. So what's the fix for it? What is the true fix for it? And I don't know. I don't know. It's easier to fix every other position except for that one. Because bigger doesn't always mean better, and smaller doesn't always mean better. And the way teams are spreading out the offenses, I mean, if you have a really dominant linebacker, the only thing you have to do really is just run the spread. Make him to where he's obsolete. What is he going to do? He's going to pass rush? Okay, that leaves somebody to swing out for who's going to cover the running back. And a lot of these linebackers are not quick enough to handle a lot of the running backs who are able to come out the backfield, like a Christian McCaffrey. They're not. So, I mean, we need balance. We need true balance in the NFL. And there hasn't been none for the past 2 years, because if you look at the most dominant defenses, the last really true dominant defense to win a Super Bowl was the Patriots. Not the Patriots, but the Buccaneers. But that was also because they had a kind of a dominant offense. It's strange. Now back to the boxing tip. Is it right? And would y'all watch Clarissa Shields versus Keith Thurman? Just talking to people around the city who follow boxing, they say the same thing that I say. Keith shouldn't even take the fight. Keith shouldn't even consider it because it's a lose-lose situation. It's a lose-lose situation for him. Because if he wins, you beat a girl. If you lose, you got beat by a girl. And that's just how it is. But I don't know. He shouldn't do it. He should not do it. I pray that he doesn't do it. I truly do. I pray that he does not do that shit. Because it's gonna be a reputation killer. It's gonna be really damaging to his reputation. And to a boxer, reputation is everything. And I don't want that for that man. He's trying to fight for titles. He's just trying to get back in the ring any way possible. But to like Clarissa, that's a no, bruh. That's a no. Please don't do it, Keith. Please. Like I think everybody in boxing is saying the same thing. Don't do it. Now you have these goofy ass niggas in that whole red pill community talking about do it, equal rights, equal fights. all that different type of shit. And that's fine. That's cool. It's whatever. Truly is. It's whatever. But they're not understanding the bigger picture at all. And they need to get a grasp on reality. Reality is Keith Thurman is in a lose-lose situation. Charlo Canelo. I don't know where Charlo is going to win this fight. I don't know. I don't know where Charlo is going to win this fight. I don't know where. I don't know where he's going to muster up the gumption to come in there and just take a win from Canelo. I don't. But whatever. But that's it for today. I've had enough. See y'all later on.